Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing our new Superman issue number 4 DC Rebirth comic review. Now, as you know, the new Superman is meant to feature Keelan Khan, who ends up becoming a new Superman by a Chinese government program called the Ministry of Self-Reliance. And the cover has him, Wonder Woman and that, taking on the freedom fighters of China. And it starts off how basically Keenan's pretty much being commissioned, and Dragon General says, "Weapons down, hands up, or Superman dies." And so they quickly manage to trick them, and manage to take them on. With Dragon General saying, "You regret that decision." "Well, I thought." And so he tells him to let him, Superman go, and there is more truths about Dragon General. And after trying to get Little Condor to see reason, Superman basically crushes his hands, and basically after destroying his hand, he pretty much says, "This time, I've got a whole lot more," and throws him into a glass window. And after Wonder Woman tries to tell him that the Justice League don't kill, and that you shouldn't as well, and does listen to reason, and basically Blue Condor gets the crap beaten out of him. And after this, Flying Dragon General talks with Keenan saying, "Look, you are meant to be Superman, you should be the better example." But his advice falls on deaf ears, and quickly leaves without the rest of his team. And Keenan realizes that he couldn't really take him on, and realizing something might not be right. So we're shown at the Ministry of Self-Reliance, where Dr. Omen and his assistant Ming Ming see that Lenny Lang is investigating the area, and quickly has to try and sort this out. And at the underground prison, we see how Ghost Girl and Blue Condor have been put into prison, and Keenan's worried about if Dr. Omen's going to find out, and if she's going to, get angry with them. But Batman does say that they took down the villains, and that this should be more than enough. And afterwards, they mainly get out, with Superman being a bit more worried about what she's going to do to him. So we see how they basically go in, and Dr. Omen plays this kind of nice girl thing, letting Lenny Lang do her interview. And pretty much Dr. Omen has a private talk with them, and points out that she knows that they've been sneaking out. They sneaked out and basically went against protocol, but is happy with what they did by catching the villains, and does point out that she was going to make the Justice League public, but due to Keelan Khan exposing himself, kind of caused a lot more unnecessary problems. And after this, she does say to do the interview and do exactly as she says, as she can't know too much, and that if she knows too much, this could be kind of a downfall. So we're shown how Ghost Girl has been keeping one of another freedom fighting member, Paperboy, in, who is meant to be the Chinese version of Doll Man, and after one of them reports the intruder coming in, he basically cuts his neck open, saying, "And here I thought it was because I gave the world's nastiest paper cuts." So pretty much after asking the interview in that, and saying that she's pleased with their efforts, but Keenan now realizes the mistake of his identity being revealed, and that he's worried if his father's going to be attacked, given the fact Flying Dragon General is still around, and quickly has to leave to make sure he's okay. and basically Wonder Woman and Batman go with him under Dr. Omen's orders. So we see how the freedom fighters of China have busted out all their numbers, and one which is meant to be the Chinese version of Human Bomb, and turns out there is more truths about him with Flying Dragon General. And so they end up finding one of the projects in the prison lab, which is meant to be Starlo, which he's planned to use it as revenge for what they did to them. And we see how Superman goes back to his dad's place and goes to see if he's alright, but finds out his father is Flying Dragon General, who says, "We have much to discuss, son." And yeah, this is the story. So, issue 4 isn't bad, but I do think it's a bit silly how Batman didn't really figure out if there was any sort of person inside Ghost Girl. And yeah, we do kind of see how Keenan starts to realise his own mistakes, and you can kind of tell he's self-aware, and you can tell he tries to act big and mighty to feel important, which does become his downfall. So, a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.